Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Washington Redskins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thanks, Coach. Well, the sun has gone down and the mercury going down as well. To be expected, I guess, here on an autumn night just outside of D.C. at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork. Always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top, he's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a carry for Portis. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. And here a look at the offensive starters for the Redskins.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
The numbers for Walker from last week's effort: 17 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown. 2nd and 1.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
That one good for 33 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary: 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was finished by the touchdown run from the 15. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A run with Portis, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll drop the throw. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. This is Crowell. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, not a lot of flash and dash on that play. 2nd and 2, and they hand it to the big man. And he ends up picking up a first down. A little bit of gray area there, though. But I think what they thought, hey, we hand it to him here. If we come back and don't get it, we still got another down to try and pick it up.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
The throw over the middle taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead.
Man, he just ran a terrific route. Extremely hard to defend when it's run that precisely and the ball's delivered that accurately.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And on this offensive unit, your thoughts on Travis Frederick?
He's a quarterback's best friend. Sets all the line calls and blocks so aggressively.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit at covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
Check, 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 check. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check, check. Look. Let's go.
On 2nd down now, it's Walker. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. 4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Good spot on the field to go for it. Kind of no man's land, as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow. Might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway. Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They'll set up a throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 3rd down, this is Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision?
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown. Down.
Marr now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play call,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Boom! That's how we do it, baby.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's the Redskins in possession of the football as they've got it with a second down coming up. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long third down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, so the thing about Cleveland...
He's got a man, complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
To throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Anderson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And he'll give it here to his running back. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 3rd down, Walker. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. So just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10.
Set. 18 Gator. You ready, Rick? You ready, Rick? Let's go, baby.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. It's caught by Crowell. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offense...
Offense retains possession. 60 Pittsburgh. Kill. 4 down. Alert.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll look to throw here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
He'll have a first down past the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And for them right now, not a done deal. So they are holding down one of the final wild card spots. And with 2 weeks to go, there are others kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And imagine what the talk has been all week within their locker room. And it's really, let's rely on ourselves, because they could get help and still get to the playoffs. But who wants that? Go out, win the game, take care of things yourself, and then you'll have
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Tressway now, as he's on to punt for Washington. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, 2 weeks to go in the NFL season. A lot of races coming down to the wire. Before we get it back to you guys, let's check out what we have coming up this weekend on the Week 16 NFL slate. In the early window, we'll have our eye on that game in Jacksonville. The Jaguars going to need to be...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ryan Anderson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They run again with Walker. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Boy, sitting on a 2-score lead at this stage in the game. That punter, he must be pretty lonely over there on the sideline thinking, why in the world was my number not called there?
As far as he's concerned, the check will still cash, right? It is your choice not to use me in this situation. But I also look at it this way. Some coaches are more aggressive than others. They just want to take care of the football, have the ball on offense, and go at it that way. So a very interesting call, but he wants to take care of the ball himself.
A Redskin first down, the pickup 15 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. From a yard out, as his guys are back within a single score.
Previous play is under review.
A nice throw there. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Hopkins with the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was polished off by a Redskin touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Check.
They'll look to throw now on first down. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. On third down, Jackson. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
They're going to try and throw. This is caught by Jackson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at about the Redskins' 15-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it with Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Crowell.
You
possessions here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back to throw here. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's got the first down. Yardage before being taken down at midfield. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Quinn. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line.
Yeah, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the run, it's Corral. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Zach Pascal, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. For the moment, they're on top of their division, projected to host a wild-card game in the first weekend, but nothing is set in stone. There's a lot of shuffling that can still go on here. They haven't even clinched a playoff berth.
A lot goes into that one word you use, doesn't it? But. You're exactly right, because nothing's clinched. So that means another win is necessary, being able to play to the best of their abilities, because they can go from where they are right now to right out of the playoff race. If things go in the wrong direction for them, they've got to take care of business.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Kill. Check safety, check safety. Let's go. Come on. That's it.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They run on first down with Jackson. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah,
you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
2nd and 9 now. Over the middle, it's complete. Now, good pickup. They get 8, but it's 3rd down now. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the run, this is Jackson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 23-yard run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Washington offense as we get a look at the playoff race in the NFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Well, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadruple. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
The 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll drop the throw. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They go play action here on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They're going to look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Quinn. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Zach Pascal with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Good move at the 30. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
Let's go, baby.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Tighten up. Pull together. Check it out, read. Anyway, 51's the mic.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Watch twist.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, they got the touchdown, but a little risky, even though where they were to run the football in that situation on the final play.
If they give it up somehow, if turnover is created and they take it back the other way, instead of a comfortable victory that they've got now, they've got a lot of explaining to do about why they tried to run the ball in that situation instead of just taking a knee and icing it.
But thankfully for them, they won't have to do any explaining. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we had action to the very end of this one. The score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end. And, you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for the Cowboys, the wins keep coming as this one moves them to 12-3 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.